What's going on? If you're watching this video, then your info product might suck and might be struggling, or you're just trying to get ahead with some growth. Anyways though, after producing and revenuing over $1 million in info products across multiple clients, these are the 3 rules that I always go by whenever I'm trying to focus on growth inside anyone's info product. It helps ensure that you're on the right direction and you're going to do better month after month when these are installed correctly. They're always in the back of my head regarding anything, growth oriented, whenever we're trying to get our revenue higher or our leads higher, whatever it is. These are the 3 rules and principles that I always go by. All right, so to get straight into rule 1, this and the second one I'd say are the most important ones, and that is product over hype, which basically means being a product focused business rather than a focused business. A marketing focused business is going to have that hype. What hype does is it does bring sales. Obviously, marketing is going to bring sales. That's its job. It's to bring new leads or new eyes to your product. But eventually that hype dies out and the marketing quits working. There's a decay to it, and then your business fails in return because your product never delivered the results that your audience wanted. A product focused business is a info product that delivers results. It gets your ICP from point A to Z. It gets them to that in a good time, in a good manner. The product is actually high quality. It's been tested. It's been proven to work through case studies, through testimonials, through interviews, going through your audience. Whenever you have a product focused business as well, your word of mouth is so much better than a business where you're marketing focused and you're hype focused. Your product lacks from it. You either don't get any or you get far less than you would with a product focused business. And the best thing you can do for your business is get real results. Get people who are your ICP, get them to that dream desires, that dream outcome. That is going to speak times 10 compared to any promotional marketing that you do, any copywriting, any webinar that you do. If you have 10 case studies, all from your ICP of them going to that dream outcome, say it's a trading example. They went from a trader blowing evaluation accounts all the way to making 10K a month on fundeds, and you do that 10 times, your product is going to sell itself at that point. And then your marketing really does not need to be, your product sells itself. Those case studies, those results, those outcomes all show this A to Z framework to get you from a real profitable trader works. And all that comes down to it at that point is you grabbing those eyes and bringing them to your offer. Being a product focused business really just makes everything easy overall. You're one of these big gurus and you're selling a course that really is just marketed, make it look like it'll get them to that dream outcome, but it really doesn't. You're gonna get bad rep, and bad word of mouth is going to be the hierarchy. It's gonna be above every other thing related to marketing. If your best friend tells you, oh, I bought this guy's product and it was shitty and I hated it, all of the marketing that you see now from that company, you're just gonna disregard. You're gonna be like, I already know it's shit. All this marketing's bullshit. There's nothing true behind it. So be a product focused business. It helps everything else out. Rule number 2 gets into how to build a good product, which I'll get into right now. So rule number 2 is know your ICP. Know who they are, know what their day-to-day is, know what their daily tasks are, understand all the way from the time that they're waking up to the time that they're going to bed and everything in between. Understand what their pain points are, their dream desires are, understand what will get their emotion going within your copy and your marketing. Understand how to dig that knife deeper into their pain points and into their emotions, so you can, 1, have converting copywriting, have converting promotions, and you have something to build off of now. You're no longer just guessing, oh, I think these traders, this ICP, they might be hurting with these blowing accounts. They may be struggling with patience within their trading, to bring it back to a trading example. But until you fully understand your ICP and your audience and who it is that you're speaking to, you're throwing darts at a dartboard at that point and just hoping that one of them hits. One lands into a bullseye. You get that good promotion. You get that influx of customers. Whenever you know your ICP through market research, and this can just be social polls, student interviews. If you're already running a high ticket mentorship and you already have students, hop on interviews with them and ask them, what does your day-to-day look like? What pushed you to convert to my offer? What pain points really hurt the most? What struggles did you really have that where you were like, I need to fix this? And this curriculum, this offer looked like the fix to those pain points that I had. And also understand, what desires were you looking at whenever you were looking at this offer? What spoke out to you? To go back to a trading example, did the offer speak a lot with getting you from struggling to profitable, or consistent 10K months, or financial and location freedom? What really was it that grabbed your attention and grabbed those eyes of your students and got them to convert to that offer? Once you understand all of their desires and pain points and what they're doing from their day to day, It's so much easier because your audience like the back of your hand at that point. You understand what they're doing from wake up to going to bed and anything in between, like I said earlier. And this can help build your product. If you figure out that so-and-so is really struggling with blowing evals and patience and they don't trust their system enough within trading, and you see that as a common occurrence, then that is something that you can build your curriculum off of. And that's something that you can start marketing towards and shaping and molding your product around. Like I said previously, if you already have an offer going and you understand that what they needed the help most with, your students or the people that you're working with, they needed the most help with patience and trusting a system and building their confidence in trading, start shaping your curriculum around that if that's who you want to teach. Start providing good influential resources that are going to help all of those pain points and get them closer to that end goal. The best product that you can develop, and this is kind of going back to rule 1, is anything that will truly get them from that point where they're currently at to that just dream desire. You're not selling a course or a curriculum or your education. You're selling that pathway from struggling to making money. You know what I mean? You're not just selling a course. It all leads back to what is it that your audience and your ICP wants. And that's why I believe market research and that rule 2 is so important, because like I said, you're just throwing darts at a dartboard and hoping one of them lands at that point. Now to get into rule 3, and honestly, a very important one, but this one is more so back-end oriented and it kind of goes into knowing your ICP a little bit. And this is understanding your data tracking, your traffic. Where is your traffic coming from? What are people doing on all of your websites? Are they converting? What are your conversion rates at? What is your churn at? All of these little things that really do matter, because once you start setting up data tracking across, your entire business, and you understand where your traffic's coming from, what that certain traffic is doing on your websites, are they converting? What are they converting to? How long are they staying for? What is their average LTV? Stuff like that. Then you can start pulling different levers based off of data, based off of real, results, back to numbers. An example of that is, let's say that you're tracking all of your traffic coming to your WAP page if you use WAP. Now you can kind of get an idea of everyone from Instagram is converting higher than everyone from Twitter, and YouTube is converting higher than Twitter. We need to pull that lever more with Instagram. We need to pull that lever a little bit more with YouTube as well, and then with Twitter, we can put it on the back burner just a little bit, because this is not our highest quality leads. Our highest quality leads are all coming from Instagram and YouTube. That's just an example of how you can use back data to grow your business a lot better and understand your audience a little bit more. That can go back to rule number 2, your ICP. My ICP is these people who are coming from Instagram and YouTube and are struggling day traders with patience and not knowing a system. And those are the people that I want inside of my curriculum, because my curriculum as a good product will get them from struggling, unconfident, not knowing a strategy, all the way to profitable. And that's whenever you start building a very good system, because you're tracking everything and everything's molded how it should be and everything's built towards that ICP and towards that audience that delivers true results. Overall, these are just my 3 rules. These are everything that I go by, my 3 principles. It really, in my opinion, these are the most important things you can do, because these 3 rules are really what shape a good info product. You just need to use these and understand being a product-focused business and building that product off of real data and real ICP and audience profiles, doing interviews, really learning to understand who your audience is, and then using that data from your websites and stuff to build more upon that ICP and fix those leaks and gaps inside of your business and all of those little things within the back end. But I hope this video helped. It sure as hell, all these things have helped me with my business. If you enjoyed this video, shoot me a thumbs up, subscribe, and my Instagram is below if you want to get in contact.